What's up, everybody? Day number 8 of this radical act of self-love. I want to check in and share statistics of what's happened over this last week, and then drop into this conscious intimacy that I've been experiencing because of semen retention and celibacy. So let's look at the stats so far, right? 7 days, no masturbation, no sex, and like alchemy of sexual energy by taking whenever those moments come up that I'm like, I want to fuck, like, and taking that energy and just breathing through it and considering what's my purpose, what's my work, who are the friends in my life that I want to bring closer to me. Let's put that energy towards those things. Okay, results. I've made over $1,650, $1,650 US in like 7 days, which is great. Brotherhood-wise, I have, 11 men in my men's group that I meet every week for the last 3+ months. We have bonded and gotten closer by connecting about this challenge to each other and getting advice from each other and just supporting each other through that. So the brotherhood feels like it's just much more solid, more time together with each other. For 11 months of living in Tulum, it's taken until this last week that I finally took my idea of like play in games with people, and I made it an online class for the first time finally. And I've also had one of those classes for the 13th time here in person in Tulum, and it was the biggest turnout I've ever had. I've done a class for 35 people, but this was 15 people in my house, and the classes have ranged from 1 person to 10 people over the last 12 weeks. What else can I share? Had my first sex dream yesterday in I don't know how many years. I don't know if that's a win, but that's the result. What else can I share? Women that are attracted to me. I now have multiple women messaging me to hang out and asking how I'm doing because I'm not chasing them. Normally, I don't even give women room to chase me because I'm showing so much affection for them. I notice my body breathing and then pressure expanding from my center outwards. And that's super important. That brings us to, is there any other statistic to share? I still notice that I'm leaking energy in eating shitty food or having food late at night, which is me running away from my emotions and not holding the tension of this energy we are cultivating in this exercise. So, starting tomorrow, I commit to intermittent fasting. From 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I can eat. Otherwise, it's out. It's just water. Let's see how that influences us. So conscious intimacy. What the fuck is that? I just had 5 hours plus with a woman over at my house where I gave her a massage. She's a friend of mine. We both, give therapy to people in the water. So we talked shop. We did an exchange. This is our first time to hang out, actually. I give her a massage. She gets just into her underwear. I feel shy to own that, as if I should feel ashamed. No. And she says, well, I'm comfortable with this as long as you don't sexualize me. And I'm like, I see naked bodies all the time. I can give you support and a massage without turning into a horn dog that's like, boobies. So, yeah, I gave her a massage. And then she cooked dinner for me. We ate. We talked. And then after some time talking, she gave me a little massage. And then we were kind of dancing and holding each other, and it was sweet holding. She even brought up an idea of let's have sex through our third eyes. So we just like leaned in foreheads together for some time, and then that turned into a dance and turned into a conversation on the street while she's leaving. You know, we talked about how, what is this thing for men where the moment a woman's boobs come out, if there's nudity, that's a sign like, okay, it's the sex time. Or if we caress and have any kind of affectionate touch, then that means she wants it. And yet she's not giving me any like sexual signals, right? She's giving me touch, but no grab, right? So I'm like, yeah, she's here with me, but her sexual energy is off. So my brain was like confused. I've had this happen before. I've worked with this energy before. Just never like during this kind of a challenge. So what showed up for me is like, wow, what are we doing? Why am I giving you affection if I'm not fucking you? Pardon my language here, but that's just where my brain's at. This is the debate that my man's brain in this cultural system from the US that I grew up in has programmed me. This is the steps that we go through. You show me touch, I show you touch. Okay, time for the kiss, time for the poke. And yeah, my brain was like, why would I spend this time getting to know you or hearing your passions or purpose unless we're having sex? That's what I noticed. I would notice well, actually, once we've had sex, then I would be more curious to know about your dreams and care to consider how can I help you make that happen? It's like, because you've given yourself to me, now I can give myself and my heart to you in service and compassion and genuine curiosity. Otherwise, I just want to manipulate you and get into your pants so that I can feel that sense of validation and worthiness. And that was a shock for me to really name that in that moment, being really honest with her. Even while we were massaging, her massaging me as a tiny gift, I was I noticed myself wondering, what can I say or do to turn this into sex? And I'm in a celibacy program for the 30 days, so it's not even an option for me. So I'm just naming this thought out loud to let it go and acknowledge it with you. Because I recognize that seduction-wise, I get it. You're a gorgeous woman. I'm a guy that if you try to seduce me, you'd win. So let's put that on the table and let's get to know each other. I notice my body having space and soft, like a waterfall down my chest. My eyes are widening. Yawn. It's 3 a.m. I feel shy and embarrassed to admit that. I want to go to bed earlier. And in noticing and naming all of this, we came to this awareness that so often touch is, especially in the US culture, is really restricted to affection for sexual partners. How often do you show caressing or kisses to your family or to your friends without them thinking, you're the strange one, what's going on? What do you want from me? Instead of it just being a regulation of your nervous system, a affectionate connection that demonstrates love, not romantic love, but affectionate love towards people that you care about. Can't intimacy and touch connect and allow space in those regards as well? I believe it does. I believe that's the point of like a conscious intimacy. Can we really be aware of our intimate connection with people such that it doesn't have to be sexual? It can be sensual, it can be caring and compassionate. Whoa. And when the urges come up in those moments of like, yeah, well, now it's time for the kiss. That's the moment that I take a breath, notice that energy, and I just kind of breathe it through my body and recenter on what is my vision, what is my purpose in my life right now. How can I bring this awareness to that and speak about that in this present moment? You're like, whoa, I feel this energy. Hey, I really want to recenter myself on my intentions to be creating whatever you're creating. For me, it's this self-love and this attention to my joy, to be with myself, to date myself, to be of service to people by sharing this story. Yeah. I love you. I appreciate you. See you next time.